Being live painting.
What?
Live painting.
Can they hear us?
Hmm?
Can they hear us?
I just muted myself. But
Oh, just curious. Is the camera working?
yes.
My camera?
No, I haven't touched it yet. What's up, Adam? How we doing? Thanks for the lo-fi compliment. I think it's Morrowind. Yes, it's definitely Morrowind. How are we doing tonight? Yeah, tonight was pizza night too here. Friday. Pizza Friday. Nah, you're good, man. Everybody comes and goes. Everybody's got busy lives. I took like a hiatus myself from doing much recently. And then came back making videos and engaging with everybody, you know. Get those like social breaks. telling me my bit rate is messed up. I hope it's not all like choppy or something. That should be fine for now. I need to throw some Nolan oil on these bases. Oh shit, does it? I wonder if it's coming out of the wrong source. It's weird, it says it's coming out of my main mic. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Some more lighting. Let's see. There we go. That's better. Oh, yeah, there we go. That should do it. Let's see. Thanks, dude. I actually painted these about 4 years ago and looked back at them because they were like my first Warhammer minis. And I was like, I'm not a fan of the way I did it, so I was like, I want them to glow more. So I kind of went back over them and really got them glowing nice. Oh, I just got black paint on me, didn't I? So, let's see, that guy's good. Right now I'm just adding some wash to my textured bases so that it adds a little depth. Right now they look really washed out and bland. But when you add a wash, you get that. I'm a regular Bob Ross. Yes, that's me. Regular old Bob over here, man. Yeah, my recent Warhammer video that I posted, a lot of people liked it, so it got me encouraged to start painting again. I also have my cousin, he wants to play a lot now, so we're probably going to play again on Wednesday night. I'll record that, get a video together. I got to get a gimbal for my camera so that I could do some more stable shots. I felt like they were a little jumpy in my last one. If you saw it. Cool, that's done. Let's take care of this. One thing I wanted to do is yeah, why is it not? Ha! Choose a VTT for Warhammer. Exactly. How do I? For some reason, I don't think my live has a title, but I don't know if it matters. Let me see if I can mess with it. Oh, here we go. I think I figured it out. I did. Okay, here we go. Now I could add a title of sorts. Not that it matters. Save. Cool. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, I could do that. Let me do it. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people probably saw it ping who are subbed, but you grab the link. Let's see. There's gotta be a way to do this. Oh, share. Duh. There we go. Got it now. These are fine. I'm not changing those. Hey, good luck, man. I will. Although I don't like this new Oblivion one. I might do... I have to go back to Skyrim. Where's some Zelda? Nick! Nick, I was just thinking that, as a matter of fact. It's funny you say that. I was, as soon as I posted it in the Discord, I thought of that comment. And, yeah. In between, man. Yes. That's cool, man. You're good. These are Nighthaunt. They are a ghost army from Age of Sigmar Warhammer. So not Warhammer Fantasy, but the new fantasy Warhammer. Not the old world, but Sigmar. And they are basically these spiritual hosts. The entire army is ghosts. Yeah. On the death procession. Totally gonna get screwed. I'm gonna have to give Nintendo like money for cease and desist for playing their music or something, but I don't give a shit. Tonight I just want to chill. This is total copyright. Alright, let's see. Alright, we're done fucking doing the boring stuff. Now I can paint some fun stuff. I'll get that off my screen. There we go. Oh, let's change these banshees. Oh, that's a good idea, dude. I didn't think of that. I have it to turn. Look at the camera. Let me see. Yeah, I guess what I could do is... My thought, Nick, with that second camera was to have it like lower so I could see the models closer. But there has been a issue with the length of my cable. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know how to get the live on my phone. I'll figure it out. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we're doing some gold now. These are good. Move that. Don't tell me I'm almost out of this shit. One of these belts are gold. Yes, I did. Oh, yeah, it's almost empty. Damn, I'm gonna be screwed. No, actually, because I don't really go to shops. I built my game room to be like my little self-sufficient cave that I don't have to go to a game store. And I painted 3 armies over about 2,000 points each for Sigmar, and I built a full foam board. This guy here, stone tile themed, as you saw in the video if you saw it. So I just have people come here, and nobody's made that comment. They just like the glow of them. But yeah, they are kind of Ghostbusters, right? I figure if I went to a shop, they'd probably say that. But this is actually a pretty common color for this army. Maybe a little less glowy. I wanted it to be like super slimy. This. So it is standard, and I find that it depends on the paint. I like when I get a nice coat of base on, I don't thin that much. I just kind of like get it on, and I'm putting a base on right now, so because like right now I'm painting right onto the primer. Sometimes I go right to the pot, especially with these metallic colors. But you know, I have my wet palette over here, so that's another thing. Like as far as thinning goes, this is a wet palette, if you know what that is. So it is, and it isn't. Thinning makes it so that you can get a nice smooth coat without getting brush strokes everywhere, or accidentally globbing so much on that you remove detail. And I think after a while I've got the feel down for what's going to be too much, you know? Especially when you're working this small, you kind of you're slowly adding it. These little ghouls, these banshees are pretty tiny, so sometimes like if I have to get the tip of the brush like perfect, I will wet it, turn it, and then get it in there so I can get into these tighter places, because if the brush is frayed, and this brush is definitely old and frayed, I'll be able to get those tough areas to reach with a nice point. I don't know, how much do I really want to paint in that? Like here they got me to go, I gotta go inside the freaking armor. This. People are still getting mad at my virtual tabletop video, dude. Nah, no one's getting mad. I got a lot of good comments today. A few people were mad, but that's okay. Just holding my ground. Modus operandi. What is that? Excuse my ignorance. Of course I do that. One shot. When I first started, I did. When I first started, I was on the back of the box. It tells you what Citadel paints to get, all that stuff. And I watched YouTube videos on how to paint certain things. And when as time went on and I painted more, I just kind of go with the flow now. Definitely going with the flow on these. There's a lot of great YouTube videos on, especially with Games Workshop, showing you like, oh yeah, how do you make these look like the box kind of shit, you know? And I used to do that, and now, nah. I just kind of go with it, because sometimes you do that and you stress out about like, shit, I don't have that color, I have to go buy it now. And that's honestly one of the reasons I think they do it. It's like, yeah, go out and buy more Citadel paint. Or you could just mix stuff you have to achieve that color too. And then people are like, oh, but it's not, your army's going to look inconsistent. That's not true. 3 feet away from the table, it's hard to tell. It's impossible to tell now without a VTT. Adapt, if you're in the chat, yes. I saw your Discord comment. That is the case. You have a whole country to farm it. Yes, you do, man. Do it, man. Yeah, I recently really it kind of clicked for me where the enjoyment of it. Like I started to have fun with it. I was like, okay, this is fun. I'm gonna keep doing it, especially when like videos get views and people are commenting. You know, like I think one of the biggest things is because like I tried to stream video games maybe 6 years ago on Twitch, and I had a channel and I was all by myself streaming, and all my friends who I played video games with were uncomfortable being on camera, so whenever I'd stream I wouldn't be with them. I'd be playing by myself, which was most of the time then, and nobody was watching. You know, Twitch is a graveyard with this. Oh, this could be too, you know? But the nice thing is I didn't have a community then like I have now, like you guys. So I can go live and just post the live in the Discord and people pop in and say hello, you know? And when you don't have that and, you know, no one's watching your videos, it's easy to give up. But in this situation, people were, even if it was just people in the Discord viewing my videos and saying, hey, good stuff, man, I agree, or awesome, that was cool, or that sucked, you know, it encourages, it kept my momentum to just say, you know what, I'm going to keep doing this. So, yeah, that's kind of how I think about it. I have a new video already that I wrote a script for it, so that I'm not all over the map. I'm not going to read the script. I'm going to try and memorize the lines, do cuts, but it's reviewing the Free League Publishing One Ring, but not reviewing it, talking about, because I read the whole book cover to cover, and the purpose of the video is going to be, you know, talking about how well the game role plays. So that's going to be fun, because it really does, like, it's very much from the ground up developed around roleplay, which is really cool. Speaking of, I just got another comment. Yeah, how many views does this video have right now? Oh no, it's got almost 450 views, and people keep commenting that I don't even know who they are. I have to respond to them. I will do that later. Damn. I think I hit a nerve on that video with VTTs. A lot of people were like, yeah, VTTs suck, and a lot of people were like, you suck! Listen, VTTs can be useful if you don't abuse them and don't use them like a board game or a video game. Like, I still use a VTT if I have friends who don't have the books and they're not, and I need them to make character sheets and they don't know how to do that, we can make them on a VTT, use the digital dice roller because they don't have dice. Great. Now, do I do that anymore much? No, because I don't want to put up with people that don't put a lot of effort into the hobby anymore. It's just not fun for me. I'd rather play with people that are putting some effort in and enjoying the hobby. So, vet your players, right? And these are close friends that I choose to just, not play with anymore. Specifically the one guy that I just left the campaign. It's like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to waste my time. Oh boy. I find more and more now, Nick, that I really have a lot of hot takes about shit that people today are not gonna like. Like the new Zelda games, speaking of Zelda that's playing right now, I really don't like them. Because they're not Zelda games. They're just open world, weird crafting games. I don't know what the hell you want to call them. They're It's the aesthetic without the best part, yeah. Music. Temples. Where are they? Where is it? How could you make a Zelda game without memorable temples and music? And they've done it twice already. And they're going to do it a third time with the prequel or the sequel to Tears of the Kingdom. I think that's the next one. It might be. I think it's a sequel. It's just going to be... People have jumped for joy for this new style, and I don't see how or why. I mean, do you remember that before the Nintendo Wii came out, there was a trailer that was made in the Unreal Engine, I think, of Link fighting a giant spider, and it was like next gen graphics, and everybody thought it was going to be real, and it ended up not being real. And years later, we got, what did we get? We got Twilight Princess. That was a great game. Great game. And then we got the shit we had, Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword had some fantastic music. The game itself was meh. I don't really like the art style and direction they went. Zelda fans need they need like a next gen Unreal Engine Zelda with the same, or A Link to the Past in full blown 3D, full scale open world like Ocarina or imagine taking Breath of the Wild and just making it A Link to the Past. just making it. I mean, that would be kind of wild, you know. Or Ocarina of Time again, you know. I'm dying for an Ocarina remake, but that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. It might be. Let's see. Hang on. My second voice, huh? I wonder what it is. Is it very low? This is, how's this? Oh wait, I think I figured out what the second voice is. How about now? Is this fix the echo? How about now? Did that fix the echo? Yeah, I think I fixed it. My microphones, I'm sorry, the microphones on my cameras were activated, I think. Both, I have two cameras here, two webcams, and both of them showed as active. I'm an idiot, I didn't even see that. People were probably joining and going, I'm getting out of here, this is terrible. No, I didn't even hear it. Well, Adam was here before. He said he heard an echo, but it wasn't bad. And then I forgot about it. Oh, we fixed it now, at least. Oh, late. Alright. Gotta do some stone effects. What color am I gonna use? Actually, I gotta do the blades on the weapons, which is some lead belcher. Where are you? Here we go. Hope it's not empty. Nope, it's good. Archer. This is a banger. I couldn't agree more. Oh, see, this is what we're missing, dude. They put these games out, and there's just no fucking music. Whose idea was that to make a Zelda game without music? And all for what? Because, and it's funny because if you debate these new age Zelda fans and say, hey, there's no music in it, and they throw at you, oh, it was intentional because it's supposed to be the silence of the wild, and I'm like, what? Yeah, like the music was supposed to be dead like the rest of Hyrule. Like that was like, and it was supposed to be like this like deafening silence of like this peaceful apocalyptic world and like nature, and it's like, that's lame. I don't want that. Give me music. I grew up on Zelda music. How could you? I mean, that was the greatest selling point. One of the greatest selling points of the Zelda franchise, I think. Like, who's gonna? I don't know. I played through both games. I beat them both. I had fun playing them, but it's like the soul of Zelda is gone in those games. There's no soul in those games. I'll tell you what, they removed the big music and instruments. You know, they did oh yeah, the instruments, that'll be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun. There's some areas in the new Zelda games where you get these strange little like, it's like on the wind. It's like you hear the melody of like iconic songs, like Kakariko Village, which is playing right now. You'd hear that if you go to the old Kakariko Village, but you get like the first 4 notes and then it goes silent, and you're like, why? Just play the whole song. I want to hear it now. They did that in the Temple of Time, the ruins of the Temple of Time. They just give you 4 notes and then vanish. Oh, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. And I'm not gonna lie, like the games were addicting because there's so much. It does blue balls you, yeah. The games were so addicting. Like there's so much you can do that you end up getting sucked into the whole sandbox. And getting sucked into the sandbox like that, after a while you're like, this game has no soul. It's just the sandbox of nothing burger. I did hear that the recent new Zelda that came out, where you play as Zelda on the Switch, was phenomenal. I heard it was very true to like OG Zelda. And I have it. I haven't played it yet. My buddy gave it to me to play. Gameplay is fine. It's the juice that's lacking. It's definitely the juice that's lacking. The weapon breaking got better in Tears of the Kingdom, but it was still bad. And the game doesn't tell you much, which I guess is kind of like I'm not gonna complain about that because I kind of like that. I like when something's difficult, but you don't really grasp on the whole taking items that are really good and morphing them into your weapons to make them better until like far late in the game. At least I did. Like late in the game, I was like, oh, I could be taking these horns off of these fucking Bizarros, whatever the hell they're called, and mounting them to my stick and making them really powerful. Well, they didn't fix it. They broke, I believe. I feel like the items broke less frequently, but they still broke really fast. I could be wrong though. I don't know if that's actually what they did. It felt that way though. And then the crazy thing is, in Tears of the Kingdom, it's so easily broken with the crafting system. You basically can make that flying hover bike and just cruise around the world and never fight an enemy. I don't want that. Give me Epona. I want to like gallop through Hyrule Field, man. Like, I don't, I don't want an electronic hover bike in Zelda. I don't know. The Nintendo autists buy it. That's the problem, you know. And there's a lot of them. I guess I'm one of them. I bought it. But, you know, the new one's coming out probably shortly after the launch of the Switch 2. Problem is, we're like a silent majority with it. You know? Ghibli was an inspiration on the visuals. Yeah. You know what I watched with my kids the other night? Black Cauldron. And I got crazy Zelda vibes from that. You ever seen Black Cauldron? It's an old Disney movie. Now, I know there were a lot of... The creator of Zelda... Was it Miyamoto? I think? I could have that totally wrong. But he apparently was a huge Disney fan and loved like the old Disney classics. I believe Black Cauldron and maybe Sleeping Beauty were the two that he loved. I believe Zelda was heavily inspired by that movie and Sleeping Beauty. The creator of Zelda, I think it's Miyamoto, right? He loved those movies and based The Legend of Zelda on them. I watched a whole YouTube video on it not long ago. I was like, wow, this is cool stuff. I didn't even know that. And then I looked it up, and it was true. Like, he's a fan. But yeah, look up some of the visuals for Black Cauldron. Like, the main character looks like Link. This, like, young boy, long brown hair and a green tunic. It just looks like Link. I need some gray. It's a vibe, dude. It really is. Broken world, even if the visuals. Yeah. That's the crazy thing. The visuals in the older games don't really show it too much because obviously they didn't have the technology. But the lore is so broken in the world. Yeah. And then there's like all those like weird video game urban legends. Especially from Majora's Mask. Remember that save cartridge that had like that creepy Link? What the hell was that one? I forget what that was. It was like this little weird toy Link, and it was like a strange like online horror story. Someone found like an old save cartridge. Is that it? Ben drowned. Yeah, that one. What was the story with that again? I remember seeing that. I need a paper clip because this thing is freaking busted. What was the story with that? Because that was creepy. That was totally creepy. I never found it. Well, I never found it because I don't think you can find it. It was on a specific save file. But I saw it later in life and I was like, what the hell? That was the story, yeah. Kid drowned and got trapped in his game cartridge. That's creepy shit, man. That's some creepy shit. Oh, man. Ben drowned. Yeah, very early 2000s creepypasta. That was it, dude. Ben drowned. Oh. That was creepy, dude. Oh, shit. The creepypastas, dude. I still listen to a lot of channels on YouTube that narrate old creepypastas. And, those are the best. The new ones are just weird. A lot of horror stories now, they try to do like modern elements where it's like 4 terrifying horror stories about TikTok. And it's like, I really don't want to watch this. And then you listen to it, and it's fine. It's basically some creepy guy on TikTok stalked someone and came to their house. Like, oh, it's scary. One thing creeped me out were the Husk guys in the future. Hyrule. The Redeads? The Redeads would scare the living hell out of me. So the Royal Tomb in Ocarina of Time, when you go back and you get I think that's where you get the mirror? The Lens of Truth, right? When I was a kid, I couldn't go down there. I was terrified to go down there because when you go down, the Redeads freeze you for like 3 seconds. And then they jump on you and eat your brains. I hated that. I was actually terrified of it. I had to have my friend beat that for me because... And he called me a little bitch for it, which I was. I could not do it. I just couldn't do it. The Redeads are terrifying. I hate the Redeads, man. They're so scary. Did they have Redeads in the new games? I forget. I think they did, but they don't hit the same. Yeah, the Banshee scream, they freeze the screen, you can't move. Terrifying. Yeah, and the first time you encounter them is in the Royal Tomb in the back of Kakariko Village. It's terrible. It's crazy, I remember that. I haven't replayed Ocarina of Time in like 20 years. Why do I know all this stuff? More than 20 years. I haven't played Ocarina of Time in probably 25 years. It's gotta be. I haven't played it in a long time. But I still somehow remember all this shit. The Redeads, dude. Hey, how we doing, FC? Vital information? Oh, you got me thinking about that tomb, dude. The Royal Tomb. One sec. Where is it? You could do it, I think. You just have to... we could 4D it. We just have to... And we all know Hyrule, right? So, how would you do it? I mean, you'd have to... We'd set our characters in Hyrule, man, and just do it. Maybe we use your system, you know? That would be kind of nuts, actually. I dig it. And we could just be... What would we be? Just average Hylians, right? Oh, a fan-made one? Cool, okay. I want to see that. But, like, what would you be, right? Like, just Hylians, right? Kokiris, you could be... I mean, you could be Zoras, too. You could be Gorons. I mean, you could be anything. The races are the ones from the game. So, really everything, yeah. So, it's funny. One of the things that always... What's your favorite temple from Ocarina? I gotta know that. My favorite temple... One temple in that game had the most iconic monsters, I think. Everything else was fine. I thought Forest Temple was hands down like the most beautiful temple. The music in the Forest Temple, the monsters, everything about it was just... The spiders, the skeletons, even the boss, like that Shadow Ganon. And the music in that temple is just like haunting. Hylians, Gyarados, Gorons, Kokiri, Shikas, and Zoras. Nice. Okay. Yeah. I can't recall a specific temple for some reason. There were 7, I think. More race mixing, the bigger the scope. A lot of perks of being a mono race group. And it's hitting like Hyrule. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. What's up, Bleak? Like, in Hyrule, having a group with a Goronazora, you know, and a Kokiri wouldn't make sense. The Kokiris didn't want to leave their forest, right? So, the fact that Link left in Ocarina was unheard of in some sense. But yeah, like, that's another thing about the Hyrulean, the Zelda lore. The races are very isolated, so... Yeah, they should be, and they should be isolated, in some sense, you know, like I know, like, the Warhammer Age of Sigmar role-playing game, Soulbound. I believe you kind of have to pick a specific faction. I have the books. I have to reread them. Like, they encourage you to stay within your faction as a group, kind of deal. Which is basically your race, right? Don't like the way this is coming out. I need some more here. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Makes more sense to be all one race in that game. One outlet, but that's it. Yeah, definitely. You know, let the other races be the NPCs, right? Could easily do that, no problem. Would be highly adjacent, like Sheikah's Gyarados. Good excuse for a dungeon crawl too, with traps. Yeah. That'd be a great dungeon crawl. And I my inspiration when designing dungeons has always been Zelda. And I design dungeons still because I love designing a good dungeon and dropping my friends into it to 4D it. Like, that's wild, you know. Especially with, like, Shadow Dark rules, with the torch system and the lighting. It creates such a tension, man. And a Zelda temple, having to go around and find keys and shit. And if you're 4Ding it, no one's getting bored. Everybody's in the moment, man. You know? I used to always wonder, when I looked at maps of dungeons, why would you put dead-end corridors? That's so boring. Before I learned how to 3D and 4D, I was like, well, if you're board gaming this and you go down a dead end, like, whatever. But if you're 4Ding it and your group goes down a dead end with a torch that has limited time and a dangerous darkness, it's hair-raising, you know? And you're like, shit, it's a dead end, and you turn around, and then after X amount of movements, GM's rolling dice for random encounters, which I like to use random encounters sometimes, they're fun. And creepy shit starts happening in the dark. Like, I don't know. Especially, 4D in it and 3D in it is the way to do it, man. Dungeons on a VTT? No, thank you. No, thanks anyway. I did enough of that. I can't. Shitty Steam game, dude. Shitty Steam game. looks pretty good, I think. That's better. Oh, you know what we're gonna do next, dude? Nick? Hang on. We're gonna change this up. We're changing it up now, bro. You're gonna like this one, dude. You're still there, Nicholas. Bluebird. One of the intro songs from Shippuden. I think Shippuden. That's it, dude, yeah. That's it, Bluebird, yeah. Wind Waker gives me more of a 4D Freedoms vibes. Yeah, definitely, Adam. Breath of the Wild still stands at peak Zelda. It definitely does. Link to the Past and Majora's Mask got to be on there too, man. But Ocarina of Time stands above all for me. That is the pinnacle of my nostalgia as a kid playing Zelda. You know, Ocarina of Time, man. I remember when I got my first Super Mario 64 and 64 bundle pack, and immediately after that I think I got Wave Racer, and then I got Ocarina of Time because my buddy had it. He let me borrow it, and I was like, I gotta get this game. My dad got it for me. It was freaking awesome. Adam, one of the best songs to come out of Wind Waker was hang on. I don't know why. I'm shame on me for not knowing this one. Dragon Roost Island. That was it. Dragon Roost Island was one of the best freaking bangers to come out of Wind Waker, dude. That song, the best. And if I had to pick another really freaking good Zelda song that came out of a recent Zelda, Ballad of the Wind Goddess, I think, from Skyward Sword. That was a great one. I know this song. Why don't I know this song? Can I see what it's called? It's an Attack on Titan song. I didn't ask for that. I wanted Naruto. Hang on.
The tale of Jiraiya the Gallant.
Let's see what we got. Let's see if we got some more Naruto. Naruto. Wind Waker, I really love the final confrontation with Ganondorf. Yeah, that was really good. Definitely. Yeah. I remember. Hang on. At the end. At the end, you find the king of Red Lions is the boat, right? And then Ganon. I remember this. Remind me why you feel empathetic, because I vaguely remember this. It's been years since I played that one. But not as long as since I played Ocarina. I need a bigger brush for this shit. What we got? Nothing. That's better. Just gotta base the shit out of this. Yes, she did. I'm Zelda now. I'm now Zelda. I'm gonna change everything. Let's come back to Tomboy Pirate at the end. Tomboy Pirate. I wonder if Wind Waker had any influence from Bacon. What's up, man? Go enjoy, man. Enjoy. Thanks for staying. Thanks for stopping in. Mogged. No, I wonder if there was any like One Piece influence in Wind Waker, you know? Yeah. I haven't played in years. You definitely have a better memory of a lot of Wind Waker than I do. I only played through it once. But it was great. That game was so good. Even the crossing of the Great Ocean, the theme was just fantastic. You know, I really enjoyed that. Great music out of it. That was when Zelda games had music, dude. You know, what do we got here? What are we playing? Anything better? Oh, I will keep them a little more, bit of fantastical indie game that crosses the 2D Zelda. Oh, that's cool. That's interesting too. Check it out. Yeah, dude, send it to me in Discord. I will check it out. We're going with this now. Enough Naruto. Mini Shoot Adventure. Interesting. Is it on Steam? I gotta check it out. Check it out. Nicholas, this is something I really want to 4D, dude. I didn't buy the book yet, but the World of Warcraft RPG book. The newest one, not the ones from 2nd edition. The one I sent a while ago in the Discord. I just have these amazing visions of 4Ding the Goldshire Inn, just living life as a human and Azeroth. I did that already. We all did that. Let's be honest. We all did that. But I want to do it with a new imagination. Fantastic. Bleak, I need to do it. I need to do it. Yeah, that's very relatable. Dude, I've thought... Okay, role-playing aside, when I got into wargaming, I was binging Naruto Shippuden. And I thought about... One day I was on a jog, and I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, man, like, this game would... Because I think I was at the battle with Madara at the end. And I was like, you could totally make a fucking miniature war game of Naruto. I was like, that would be wild. Like, each clan has their special jutsu, which is like technically abilities, right, that you can use. The Draenei. Yeah, I mean, people really are into them. That's like that. That's kind of weird. You know, these like stone croppings. I just finished the last piece of stone I had to do. Just finished it. Just finished it. Now I can do... I do have to do a little bit of green here, because I fucked up. Let's see. Oh, got it on my shirt. This back here. There's a section. Not this one. Yeah, right here. That white is actually ghost, and I didn't realize it. I gotta do that. I'm gonna slap a little Hex Wraith Flame on there. And voila. It is now ghostly. I have to hit it with a little bit of yellow when it dries to get it to glow. Ectoplasm. I gotta hit it with a little bit of ectoplasm. That's right. Slap the ectoplasm on the model, and blam, you're done. This is a bottle of ectoplasm. So I have some ectoplasm here for you. It's a spooky ghost. There's a spooky ghost. Where's Brown? Brown. Yeah, I could use this. That'll work. Ew, that's gross. Why is there yellow coming out of my brown? There's yellow coming out of the brown. Ew. What is that? How old is this paint? Ah, great. That's not gonna work out. I may have to use something else. Use you. Yeah, I just squirted brown, and that's a little yellow if it looks like it's... I think that paint went bad. I will not make a poop joke. You can make a poop joke. Because that's a gross poopy thing. So... Alright. We're still working on this Banshee, but now we're gonna just do a little bit of brown in there. Get the gravel, the dirt, the mud going, right? And I'm gonna be good and go to the palette and thin it out a little bit so that I'm not being... Even though with these kinds of darker colors, you could just slap this shit on, it's fine. Where's Big Bad tonight? If he joined, I would have put on some Sword Art Online for him. Slimers never look so curvy, man. Dude. Look at her. She does. Slimer looks so curvy. Yeah, base painting is tedious as shit. Once you finish base painting, though, and you start dropping washes and dry brushes and doing a little light details, that's when the fun happens. I've been putting these models off for a long time, and I have so many to build now, and... As a matter of fact, send this to my cousin. He should probably hop in here. Where is she? Let's see. Whatever. Z, what's going on, dude? What is up, nerds? You could have totally made that Banshee look like a ring wraith. I could have. Actually, there's another color scheme which is really cool. Black and red. And it looks so cool. I didn't do it. I should have did it. Putting any 4Ding any video setting would be pretty easy because of the consumable media. Yeah, 100%. A cohesive vision. Definitely. 4D Warcraft chat. We're here. What do you think, Z? Let's do it. With my music tonight, I'm going for fucking 10 copyright strikes. But it's alive. I don't care. I should figure that out for the future, though. No, you know, Zanala, I did that on my own. I mean, Crispy might have did it before me, but I came to that conclusion. Kind of like the other day when who was it that said Mystic Farts, and I was like, did I coin that? Because one day I was in chat and I was like, oh, the Mystic Farts guy, and Big Bear was like, oh, Mystic Farts, and I thought I was like, oh, did I come up with that? And then I saw more people talking about it. I'm like, man, other people came to the conclusion that guy's name sounds like Mystic Farts. Better people saying Zono or Zolinar or Zenolo or Zanono. Z-Works, I'm happy people don't turn my name into a joke. Nah, no jokes. My name's easy. It was gifted to me one day playing Magic the Gathering by a guy who pissed me off. So I ran with it. Ah, fuck it. That's just gonna be fucking wash. I'm not fucking with that. You can just call me King. Or call me Mike. That's fine too. Kingmaker. Yeah, I pissed off some dude playing Magic. He was winning the game and he was killing me. So I was about to die, to lose. So I decided to just turn and swing at him before I died. And he got really butthurt because he claimed I am a Kingmaker and I King-made the other guy at the table because I attacked him all out before I died. And he didn't talk to me for like months. And I was like, I told the story to a few friends and they changed my name in their Discord to Kingmaker. I was like, I'm keeping this. And that's how I made this name. It was earned. That's why that's why I kept it. I was like I didn't just think, let me think of a cool name. No, it was given to me because they were mad at me. So I was like, I'm taking this. Yeah, because I lost to the guy in the game. Yeah, these are the kinds of people who board game TTRPGs too, by the way. Mind you. That was another thing from last night's stream with what's his face, Luke, Dungeon DM Lair. Ah, there's my wife. Hello, wife. Wabbid wizard. Nice. I like it. You know, I've used old WoW character names in a while. Big Bad, there he is. I was waiting for you because we were doing lo-fi anime music, and now I'm gonna have to put on what I was planning to put on before. Oh, yeah, there you go. Let's see. Is this gonna be good? Hang on, I think this is gonna be good. Find it. We were doing anime lo-fi. I was gonna find SAO lo-fi. He's ours now. What was it? Come on. There is none. That's lame. They used to be so much good. Oh, here we go. We can do this one. It's so slow, though. Boring. Grimdark Lo-Fi? Find out. Hang on, I'm gonna look, so I'm gonna find some. Hang on. Kirito-kun. I'll put it on in a second. I just gotta hear some Crossing Field. Some 40k lo-fi is really good, actually. Sword Art Online lo-fi, dude. Swordland, bro. Kirito-kun. Go find some. Put it on. I used to have a lot of it saved. I think a lot of the channels got like axed. Hang on. Dungeon Synth is cool when you find good tuners. Let's see if we can find some cool Dungeon Synth. There's a really good one that it was all AI generated. Dungeon Synth, let's see. Hang on. Oh, you know who makes really good Dungeon Synth? Fuck. Black Magic Craft made a game. The YouTuber, the crafting YouTuber, and he made a sick soundtrack. It's old Dungeon Synth. What it's called? Idols of Torment. Idols of Torment. Hang on, let me find this shit. I think it's Torment soundtrack. Oh, it's probably copyright. I'm gonna get fucked, but let's see. Idols of Torment. Totally could, yeah. This is a Banshee, Nighthaunt Banshee from Plastic, yes, from Warhammer Age of Sigmar. And I'm currently painting the doo-doo brown mud. Nice. Peace actually guitar with this tune. We can find some more dungeons now. This was just an experiment. These bases suck. Too much shit on them. I want to make my own bases. I hate having to paint the shit they give you. Like, eventually it'll look like this. Ish. But the beginning is a mess until you get there. Check somewhere, hang on. Okay. That should be good for now. Fuck that. Dark industrial vibe. Yeah, totally. Are you cutting up your sprues to add to your bases? No. But, I have. And I have plans to do that with a new model that I will be building, hopefully this week at some point. Here. A Mortarch of Grief, Lady Olinder. So, a lot of people take this model, and they elevate her off the base with, like, all kinds of tombstones and cool shit. I might use all kinds of bits to do that. We'll find out when I get there. Okay, let's see. I guess this vibe goes with my ghosts right now. My spooky ghosts. Okay, what's next here on this shit? I think I need a drink. I'm gonna grab a drink. Be right back. back. I'm here. Sculpting bases is a lot of fun. It's some of the most fun with models, in my opinion. One of the reasons I love doing terrain so much, I think. I do a lot. I enjoy terrain painting and terrain building more than this. But I refuse to play with unpainted models, so that's my thing. Especially pink foam. Yeah, this is all pink insulation foam right here. If you can see on the camera up top. These battle boards that I built. A lot of pink insulation foam. Shake this up. Nicholas, have a good night, dude. See if we got any other dungeons and stuff. Other dungeons and it was oh wait, this one was good. So like AI generated dungeon synth this channel. Dungeon Master Records. If anybody's heard of that. If this beat doesn't change soon, it's gonna become obnoxious. Or this tune. Horror Wave might be too high energy for painting stream. I can check it out. I'll put it on a sec here. Gonna do this. Ixiom soundtrack. We'll try that first because if Big Bad says it's too high energy, we'll try that later. Ixiom OST. Oh, sci-fi. Let's check this shit out. Nice. Nice. Dig it. Mechanicus. A lot of bass, huh? I like it though. I want to just throw washes on these now. I don't even want to fucking keep. Actually. Let's see here. Bone. What am I using for bone? Thank you. Believe it or not, it's not edge highlighting. I dry brushed a bright yellow on top of the green, and it allowed for the effect and the glow. These here, you can see a little more here. It's all yellow dry brush. I do a little bit of edge highlighting, and then I get frustrated, and I just dry brush. Some of the real pros can do some amazing edge highlighting. But thank you. Whoa, hitting freaking shit. Don't tell me this paint went bad. Got to use this. Whoop. There we go. Tyrant's Skull, Rykar's Flesh. I got too many Citadel paints here. Screaming Skull, yes, that works. Hello. I'd even punch a bit more, not sure. I think I would look nice. I want to go for more glistening fabric sheen like ectoplasm. Yes, that was my goal. I could hit more yellow on them, because the green itself is a wash, believe it or not. It's right here. I don't know if you saw it before. This is Hexwraith Flame. And when you put it on, it leaves certain areas light and exposed, light color white, such as when I prime them. And then, once it dries, you dry brush the entire thing. Happy little night haunts. Happy little night haunts, Adam. And then, you get that beautiful slimy glow that we're aiming for here. We're going to use some Screaming Skull for my skulls. Some rib cages down here. What is that? This all looks like shit right now, and I know that once the base paint is on and I slap on a dirty wash, this is all going to blend together beautifully. Don't you guys worry. This is all in the plan. Yeah, because you look at it when it's base painted, it always looks like doo-doo. You know? The lore of this army... I did not create my own, people do, but get the exact details of it. But they are servants of Nagash. They are led by Lady Olinder, who's the Mortarch of Grief. She's one of the Mortarchs of Nagash in Age of Sigmar. And these are tormented souls pulled from the lives that have gone to Nagash. It's Warhammer lore, and it's brutal and crazy, and you know. Oh, I like the organ there. I got friends that will write their own like background lore for their armies. I can see the fun in that, because narrative play is fun when you play it. But you know, there's so much other shit to do. And now that I'm having fun recording my game sessions when I play, like that's an added step to the hobby. Painting, building, playing, and then video editing. Which the video editing was fun to do. How did I forget this damn brown stump? Beginner certify it won't trigger other 40k people. So is that common in 40k where people, because I don't play 40k, but my friends are all bugging me to pick up an army. Do people really go hard in their own personal lore? There are. There are a lot of dads. Um, I wanted to. I had interest in Sisters of Battle because one of my best Magic the Gathering decks is Celestine from the 40k set, and like yeah, gonna make a Celestine friggin' army. Yeah, that should do for now on that. That's good. That's good. This one, what do we got here? Skulls. I gotta paint some skulls on you. Get some skulls going. Once I get the skulls done, the dirt's done, the stone's done, the metal on the bars, this weird fractured pot, there's some leaves in the corner there. I don't know how I'm gonna get to those leaves. I'll throw a nice dark wash over it and it'll all look natural. 3D, 4D is the only environment that I'd ever roleplay Warhammer. This would be in full force in the Toots game. I want to see the GM interpretation of. Yeah, I could see that, right? And I know Conway and Nicholas and Zonalar have done a 40k game, right? So I'm curious how other people do it, though. They probably don't 3D and 40 it. They probably board game it, but I would hope that they go hard in the roleplay. Has any of us looked up any actual plays other than our own for Warhammer? I'm curious. Yeah, but Z, those I don't even want to call them grognards. I just want to call them like freaking lame asses. Let them get upset, you know? They're the worst. Do they? Oh, yes, you have. Do they suck? Those actual plays? Because that's what happened to me when I was trying to find an actual play of the One Ring, and all the actual plays were so bad. They were all just so bad. Oh. Too much freaking water on this. You watched it? Big Bad? The One Ring? I hated that. I was so disappointed. If that's the one you're talking about, I'm going to rant about it right now. I was so horribly disappointed in Glass Cannon's One Ring. None of the people there had any clue of Middle Earth. They acted like they did. Oh, I grew up with this. I love it. Then you've got the DM, the GM, the lore master, and he's playing Balin. And he's calling him Balin. And everybody at the table was calling him Balin. I'm like, who is Balin? You guys are Lord of the Rings nerds. Like, you guys suck. Dude, it was bad. But yes, it was the best of the worst. If that's what you're talking about, yeah. Balin. Like they never heard that. Oh, 40k Glass Cannon one, but yeah, they did the same thing. They were, I don't know if they were mispronouncing things in 40k, but dude, these guys claimed to be big Lord of the Rings fans for the One Ring, and they were mispronouncing everybody's names. I was like, what the hell is this? This is terrible. What else we got here? Let's try something new. This is really cool. Holy Terror, 3 hours, beautiful. This is a 40k, 3 hours of 40k stuff. That's too like choiry. Sanctum, 3 hours of 40K. I'm gonna move for this right now. Do this. We'll change it up after a few minutes. Green and red. Use some roots, some vines, and some roses on these bad boys. Where do we got? Green. Florin Forest. Got too many paints lying around right now. And how about, what do we got here? Cream or pink? No. Wazdaka red. What else we got? What's this? Mephiston red, thank you. That's what I wanted. Wazdaka red, dude. Alright, hopefully it's good. Gotta throw a freaking thing in there. Gotta throw a ball bearing in this bad boy. Freaking dry. Corn red, I'll do that. Yeah, corn red works. My paints are going freaking dry. I gotta shake these more. Adam, good night, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out, man. Have a good night. Yeah, that'll do. Stand by, be bad. Stephen Lumpkin is pretty great at orating. Players are good at the party, banter me. Players are 40K nerds. I'm gonna have to watch this 40Ks. You guys, when you guys get a chance, post a link to that 40K game in the Discord. I'd like to check it out. Oh, it's bones. Okay. Wonder what the fuck that was. Need like an orange. Not yellow, fuck it. Ah, no, I'll do an orange. So 1D, 2D, Bleak. I will do it for friends when I want a beer and pretzels and play with all my dungeon tiles that I build. So we'll hang out in my basement here, and I'll lay out a dungeon, and well, we'll crawl the dungeon, and they're not role players. These are my other main friends, and they just like to hang out, drink, and do funny things, and that's kind of what we do. So that's my 2D game, you know, 1D, 2D. It's more of a 1D game. It's a hangout session, you know. But I get to play with my toys, all my models. So that it's really for me. it's all for me. Okay. Need some yellow. Yeah, this'll do. Close to wrapping these ices up here. Start doing what I want to do. Oh no. I have it bad in the morning. And then I'm okay. Ugh. Probably clean as water, but fuck it. What I gotta check. We need something different. We need medieval lo-fi radio. Let's check this out. What does this got? Oh, wait a minute. This is gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird, isn't it? This is gonna be. Let's see. Yeah. It's fine. I'm in the mood for Sword Art Online. Let's try this. We're just gonna do anime. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Yeah. Okay, this is fun. Hell yeah. We're doing some anime, bro. We got some Naruto. Naruto! Dude, hell yeah. I was about to click on one, but I was like, it might be too low-key. Some of it's really good. Some of it's kind of repetitive. Some of it's really good, though. It's probably the guy that I just played that was doing the Skyrim one. He does a few Lord of the Rings ones that are pretty decent. I'll try it. Let me play it. Hang on. Well, my fucking Banshee almost caught her in the wire. Bitch, get on the table. Come back to you, Naruto. I'm gonna try this one. Lord of the Rings lo-fi beats. Good chill. Oh, this one. I've heard this one. Oh, yeah. No, this is a good one. This is a really good one. Actually, I was an hour and 35 minutes into it. Just goes to show you I've listened to it before. So I had to rewind. I love the animation. It's this Gandalf just, you know, strolling down the road up to Bag End. And he leaves. He shows up and then he leaves. He doesn't knock on the door. He just he just goes. He's like, I'm out. He's not home. Bilbo's out somewhere.
Concerning hobbits.
Yeah, this is good. Big Bad, good choice, dude. Hell yes. Concerning hobbits.
There's always been a Baggins living here under the hill.
I've been rereading them to the kids, and we read The Hobbit, Fellowship, and I am halfway through Two Towers again, and man, pimp shrimpin'. You get the Magmadross, dude. Did you buy it yet? What's going on, Nick? I'm painting these banshees. They was sitting on they're $90 alone. Shit. It's too powerful. Yeah, finish your Seraphon. The pile of shame, Z. The pile of shame. So, funny you're saying that. I put together a script today to do a video, because I've read that book cover to cover. I own it. I put a script together to talk about how well that game role plays. From the ground up, it's designed all around roleplay, so I want to make a video about that. But you want to run a game but not focus on the established lore. Is that possible, or is it designed to be in the shadow of the Fellowship? No, you can do that. So the way it works is, I don't know if you've read the book. If you own the book, The One Ring takes place around 50 years before the events of The Lord of the Rings. It's in Eriador, so northwestern Middle-earth. And you are common folk. And you have patrons. And the patrons in the game are Gandalf, Bilbo, Balin is a patron, Tom Bombadil and Goldberry are patrons. So you just are plopped into the world and you live out life in Middle-earth and get missions and quests, or however it works. We can 4D it, 3D it, whatever. It's such an open I guess a sandbox in some sense. It's so true to, like, in some sense it's like it honors 3D and 4D so well. The more I dug deeper into it, saying, how would you do this? How would you do that? There's combat, for instance. Combat, there's no initiative. Combat is done on a narrative basis. So it's kind of a free-form combat. As soon as you go into combat, players they declare their stances. If you're in the back shooting arrows, it's like, I run to the tree and I knock an arrow. And then ranged always goes first. That is the only real rule in combat as far as order goes, is ranged goes first. And if you think about it in a cinematic way, like in The Lord of the Rings, whenever a massive battle is unfolding, all the arrows are whizzing past the melee as they're charging. So ranged goes first. So they really thought about it. And so the one thing about this freaking game is it's a love letter to J.R.R. Tolkien. And Middle-earth. It's so fucking good. I'm gonna do a video on it. I have a whole script. I've read the book cover to cover. I'm excited to do it because the point of the video is, how well does the One Ring roleplay? And that's what it's gonna be about. So I was gonna record it tonight, but I decided to paint instead. After I make this video, I'm imagining there's going to be requests because I know it. I could do it. I haven't run it yet. I've read it very thoroughly. It's a beautiful book. It's so fantastic. Yeah, maybe I will. I'll do the video first. We'll get the interest, and then definitely. Don't watch any live plays. Action, they suck. They board game it. Glass Cannon, they board game it. It's terrible. That's what I'm gonna do, I think. Yeah. I got a nice script together. I was gonna do some nice cuts, some breaks, show some pages in the books. There's no classes in the game either. It's a what's the term they use? calling. It's a calling. So the races, you have the Bardings, the Men of the North, the Rangers of the North. You have the Dwarves of Durin's folk, the Elves of Linden, Men of Bree, and Hobbits of the Shire. Those are the races. Then you have your callings. You have Wardens. You have Messengers. You have Treasure Hunters. Yes, totally dwarves. You could do we could do a campaign of dwarves, man. The first expansion book that came out are the Mines of Moria, so I am really excited to grab that book. But first, I don't want to jump the gun. Let's do this, and you know. Yeah, I'm a big Tolkien fan, and I bought that book not expecting much, and was so pleasantly surprised. It's so true to Tolkien. It's incredible. It even says in the book, if you want to lore master it, lore master is the GM, you should be familiar with Tolkien's work. It's a requirement of the One Ring to have an understanding of Tolkien's work. I couldn't ask for more. That's so true to it, man, you know? Yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna do it, dude. For the whole table. Everyone's got it. If you haven't read the trilogy cover to cover, you can't play.
Whom do you serve?
You haven't read it before? They're fantastic, dude. No, you can play. I know you're a fan, and if you've seen Peter Jackson's films, that's good enough. But I can say you're missing out if you have not actually read the books. They are... Yeah, I get it. It's a lot. It's a lot. Definitely a lot. It is 100% a lot. One of the cool features of the game, so there's a system that's kind of similar to the hunger system in VTM, I guess you'd say. It's shadow, and the growing shadow consumes characters as time goes on. Yeah, it's gonna be Scottish, isn't it? Oh, that scene always hits me. Gandalf falls at Khazad-dûm. This music. There's a feature in the game for heirs. I know that kills me, dude. I cry in that scene every time when they exit Moria. I cried during the book reading it. When I read that to my kids, I was so choked up after Gandalf fell. I couldn't help myself. There's a lot of scenes in The Lord of the Rings. Even when reading it, I choke up. I always do. I'm very passionate about Lord of the Rings, if you haven't noticed. Roto-Roto doesn't want you to do a Scottish accent. God, I only want one thing, and it's disgusting. What's that? To tear up at the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. So, fly, you fools! That's what we cry. Everyone does, man. It's okay. You could cry. You could cry when Gandalf falls. It's okay. No judgment. And Boromir as well. No hate for Boromir, man. He was a good man. And that was a sad scene. King Theoden. Same. Yeah, dude. You can cry during Braveheart, you can cry during Lord of the Rings. Only exceptions as a man. Yes. Yes. That is fair. That is a fair statement. I had recently, I recently watched The Fellowship of the Ring in 4K on my TV, because I got this like nice LG freaking OLED upstairs, and I never watched The Lord of the Rings in 4K on it, so I watched it, and then my wife was down here playing games. She comes upstairs, and she sees me, and my face is like beet red, my eyes are bloodshot. She's like, "Were you crying?" And I'm like, "No, I'm fine. I'm totally fine." It was the end of Fellowship. I was just dying. I can't keep it in. I can't. No matter how many times I watch the end of the Fellowship of the Ring, I can't help myself.
Do not come between the Nazgul and his prey.
I can't help it, man. You know? Shit happens. Shit just happens. You cry. Men cry sometimes during Lord of the Rings, and that's okay. Yeah. Totally. No, wait. Another scene that, for some reason, okay, this is controversial. Okay, the breaking of the Fellowship after Boromir dies. That's already sad enough.
9 rings were gifted
But
to the race of men.
at the Great River, when Sam runs to Frodo, and they have that moment, everybody calls them gay for that. It's not fair. They're hobbits. Okay, it's not fair. That's emotional. I get choked up there. I always do. Sam, you fool. Mr. Gandalf said, "Don't you leave him, Samwise Gamgee." I don't mean to. I get choked up all the time. Phil just commented on one of my videos. I can't tell if this is sad or genius. Oh. He... Some guy on my VTT video said, without VTTs I couldn't even participate. So I gave him a nice response. I was just like, listen, if you just need a sheet and dice rolls, fine. But don't turn it into a video game. And Phil just responded, oh, I can't tell if this is sad or genius. Holy fuck. That's some funny shit. Oh no. How? Why is this video reaching so many people? It's at 490 views. What the hell? That's cool. I'm happy. Scared at the same time. Do I go over my Prime Minis with Hexwraith, or do I use other paints? For my Nighthaunt, I prime them white and then I go over it with Hexwraith. So yes, I go over it with Hexwraith Flame because it is a nice green wash that I can make look like ectoplasm. The saxophone, dude. I think we could, on the whole crying during the Lord of the Rings piece, we can make a bunch of clips. If all the music we're playing doesn't fuck us, and it's all copyright infringement. Dude, this saxophone is killing. It's slaying right now. Contrast paints, dude. They're similar, same thing pretty much. I still got freaking old washes from back in the day. The sax is fire. But, like the plan is, Nick, this looks like shit right now. Once I hit that with Agrash Earthshade, it's gonna just look great. Right now it looks like doo-doo, but that's okay. Doo-doo butter. People don't watch YouTube vids and disagreements. Why are you hating on VTTs, bro? I think that's why that happened. I'm probably at 500 views on that video already, and yeah, I'm pretty much there. I'm happy to see that people are coming in and saying, yeah, man, fuck VTTs. Which, listen, I know I like raged about it. What I'm trying to get across is that VTTs are abused. They're used wrong. And people just think, and I blame companies like Roll20, because Roll20 are feeding into the video game crowd. They know that, oh, if we just keep making video game fucking slop features, people are gonna love it. They added all this shit that just emulates a video game. So I think I have to. I think I have to lean into how VTT struck a nerve to 500 people. So I think I need to lean into that. Oh shit. Damn, I hate these. That's fun. Give in to the dark side. Do it. Do it. I missed that. Metal, some metallic. Oh. What's this? What do we got? What do we got?
Go back, Sam!
Oh, this is the scene I cry all the time. Going to Mordor alone.
And I'm coming with you!
Oh, I hate this fucking scene. I'm going to Mordor alone. And I'm coming with you. No, Sam, you can't swim. Sam can't swim, dude. He just went out there and he did it. Saved the day. He's the real hero, man. Sam is the hero. Without Sam, Frodo would have succumbed to it, dude. He would have fucked. I always said that. I always did. Breaking of the Fellowship, dude. What a tune. Dude, Howard Shore. Howard Shore, what a fucking musical genius, man. I have a video. I'm gonna send you guys. I'm gonna find it. How Howard Shore makes you care. And it is phenomenal. This video. This guy made an amazing video. Explaining lyrically how the music that Howard Shore created for The Lord of the Rings connected you so much to the screen. I'll share it.
I made a promise, Mr. Frodo. A promise.
A promise. Don't you leave him, Samwise Gamgee. I don't mean to. I don't mean to. Hobbits aren't gay, dude. Hate that argument, man. It's not fair to the hobbits. They're just passionate. Why they gotta be gay? Isn't that a Clerks joke? I think it's a Clerks 2 joke, if I recall. It's totally a Clerks 2 fucking joke.
Sam,
Yes.
I'm glad you're with me.
Big Bat, you picked a banger tonight, dude. This is it. May it be right now. Enya, let's go. We're going. Number 1, dude. The Ox? Oh, kinda. Yeah. But right now we're jamming out, Nick, to some Lord of the Rings. What do you have in mind? Are you thinking some 40K? We did some 40K. We can go back to 40K and then come back to Lord of the Rings. I don't want to cry all night, you know? I cry all night. I cry. So Almost ready for the wash. Almost there. We're getting closer. I'm loving this, honestly. Just in case, I'll send you a link to what I paint to. Oh, yeah. Send me some. Gollum song. You know, this was, I hate to say it, my least favorite song in all of the Lord of the Rings soundtracks. It just was off. It didn't fit, you know? And there's literally nothing else about the Lord of the Rings that I hate. Not hate, but am against. And this song might be the only thing. Nick, are you painting right now too? It was slow, but also the dude, we talked about Black Cauldron earlier, Big Bab. I was saying that Miyamoto was heavily influenced by Black Cauldron and Sleeping Beauty. He was a huge Disney fan, which is what inspired The Legend of Zelda.
It's over now.
It's over now. What did I miss here? Did you ever watch Black Cauldron? Yeah, we talked about that. It's slow. You're painting your Forge Fiend. Sick. But yes, the original Gollum voice is in Black Cauldron. That little hairy dog dude. Forget his name. He's a Gollum. You know? Precious. Andy Serkis is a beast. Okay. He plays Gollum, he plays monkeys. He's great. I love him. What a guy. Gollum was always my favorite voice, though. My precious. Stupid fat hobbit. That was not as good as usual, but it was fine. Can't fucking sleep, so I'm just chilling here. That's fine, dude. Hang out. I can't sleep either. It's only 10:15 here, but I got armies on the table. We got tunes to cry to. So, you know. Oh, how did I fuck that up? That's fine. It looks like mud on a tombstone now. Fuck it. It's staying there. Staying. Keeping it. I see fire. Okay. Ed Sheeran. This is another one that I was not pleased with, but it's better than Gollum song from The Hobbit. It's definitely better than that. You know, nobody tops Enya. Dude, later, dude. Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, this song was it was fine. It wasn't Lord of the Rings. It was too modern. And that's the problem, I think, with Gollum's song. It was too modern. Enya was just from the Fellowship. I mean, geez, she was perfect. May it be. Come on. Go clean the kitchen, say it's fine. We had a good night. Good talks. This was fun. I wasn't sure if people would want to actually look at me painting, but I think the conversation was where it was worth it. And listening to tunes. I'm hoping this doesn't... It's probably going to get completely copyright struck, but that's totally whatever. It was fun. Dude, Bacon, we're still at it, man. Big Bad just went to bed. Z's going to clean his kitchen. I'm painting still. Listening to some Lord of the Rings. Lo-fi. Another Hobbit song. You know, the Hobbit songs... They were fine. They don't hit the same. They don't hit the same at all. They just don't hit the same. Yes, thank you. This is X-Wraith Flame. It is a green, a very bright green wash that, when painted over a white primer, you can dry brush a bright yellow, making it look like slime. Night Haunt, yes, these are my Night Haunt. I actually, this is a repaint. This is one of the first armies I made 6 years ago now, and I was unhappy with how they looked because it was my first time ever painting any miniature. So I went back this year and I repainted them, and I love it. You don't have, that's one thing, misconception for any of you wargamers or model painters, you don't have to strip your models to paint them unless you fucking cake them with paint. Just repaint them. It's totally fine. I did that, and they came out really nice. Stripping paint is, you know, I think that was more of a thing when they were lead models back in the day, and the paints were thicker. Now that these model paints are so thin now, especially Citadel. Citadel brand is fantastic. I'm a Citadel shrill, man. I really only buy Citadel. I have some army paints. They're so watery. They kind of suck, you know. I'm not a fan of them. I have them because if I could not get my hands on a Citadel pot, I would do that. Close up of the bases. Yeah, they kind of suck. They're kind of ugly. At least right now they're ugly. Once I do a wash on this, all that ugly base color is gonna blend and mesh. And then I hit a nice dry brush over it. Hit a dry brush on the tombstone, dry brush on the bark, on the tree. Highlight those roses and the vines again after I hit it with a wash. Maybe I'll hit this with a wash right now so you guys get to see that. Let me do that. So you saw what that looked like. We're gonna pop this on the base again. And then we are going to visit the wash, where we have Agrax Earthshade. It's a... Yeah, you know, I did the same thing, Bacon, for a long time. That's why I have the paints I have. So this Agrax, which spills so easily. No. Another pro tip, never use a really good brush with washes. Never use a really good brush with metallic paints. It destroys sable hair brushes. This is not a sable hair brush. It's an old synthetic. I don't give a shit. I'm going to do it. But I'm going to use my wash on here, and we're just going to cover all of this base in wash and see how it looks, and hopefully it looks pretty. I think it will. It's going to look dirty, very dirty, which I just fucking blasted something. That's fine. I fixed it. We're good. We're good. We're fine. We're good. We're going to cover the whole damn thing in this wash. And once it's done, we are going to touch up and highlight and dry brush, and it's going to look cool. Does all that stuff come default like to the... These are... Yeah, some of the older models, these are old models, came with these like 4-pack models that had pre-made detailed bases with tombstones and such. Much of the Nighthaunt came that way. Earlier Nighthaunt, I think they're still doing it. You can already see it's kind of blending. It's adding a texture. It's adding like a dirtiness to the stone to make it look more natural. And once it dries, it's gonna look even different. It's gonna look even more natural. And then you can hit it with some dry brush, you can hit some hedge highlight, and it's gonna look even cooler once it's done. A little example, this was one that I did a while ago. This one is one of the first ones I ever painted. It's kind of faded a bit. I could have went harder on the wash, I think. So, but let's see. Yeah, keeping on with this wash. Dropping in the wash. Let's hit the tombstone. The tombstone's gonna look nice. A little bit of dirty dirt on the tombstone, you know. And then once that dries, it'll look like natural stone. And then we can hit it with some white or light gray to highlight it. AK streaking grime, but I feel like that only works in Space Marines. I never use that. Never used it. Is one of the Citadel brands AK streaking? See how that tombstone transformed from hitting it with a wash? It's already coming together. It's already coming together. Gotta trust the process, man. Just trust the process. Trust it. Oh, you know what I'm gonna put on? Oh, this is for you, Bacon. This is for you, Bacon. Hang on. This is for you, man. Let's see, maybe this one. There we go. It's coming along. Looking good. Nice dirty wash. I like it. This is another film series that I just loved growing up. I haven't seen the new ones. I've only seen up to 3. But, and 3 was my favorite. At World's End, oh my god. That movie hits. That movie is great. Oh, I left a spot there. I gotta fix that. This is YouTube, yeah. It's YouTube. And I'm hoping none of these videos were hit with copyright infringement because I'm gonna be screwed tonight. They probably all were. I just can't monetize this video, which I'm not going to anyway, but this was just a hangout. Pirates Lo-Fi is sick, dude. Love Pirates Lo-Fi. Dude, I live by the ocean, and I'll go jog the beach, and I'll run for like 5 miles on the beach, and I'll play like the At World's End soundtrack while I run. It just hits differently, dude. It hits differently, man. It's good. It is good. See, now that is coming along nicely. The highlights, the dry brush, it's gonna pull it all together awesome when it's done. For now, we're gonna let it dry. And we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Gotta move on. Let's see here. I think we should do this guy, because this guy's almost ready for a nice, This song, was this a song? Hoist the Colors got so famous on TikTok not long ago. I don't know why. Like all these weird, like creepy, eerie sea footage. Dude, I'm LARPing on the beach, man. I'm running like Jack Sparrow, fucking hammered. No, in the sand, just fucking leaning back. Hoist the Colors. why did this song become so famous on like social media? Like you have these weird photos of some spooky sea and a giant tanker, and it's like some weird version of Hoist the Colors. I don't know why. It got really famous this like last year. Thieves and beggars, never shall we die. Now we are gonna hit this bad boy with another wash. Dirty, dirty wash. Let's go. Let's fucking go. See that rib cage was so boring, and now it's standing out. If you can see that, just from the wash, man. Washes. This is the greatest hack for any miniature painter. I know I have friends who paint miniatures, and they're afraid to use washes, so their models look so flat. And I always tell them, don't be afraid, just fucking do it. Go ham, cover it in the wash. It's gonna look sick. All those recesses are gonna get covered nice. It's all gonna fill in. Oh, Up is Down. This song was the best. I love this song. This song was freaking awesome. It is awesome. Look at that. Look at that. I'm loving it. I'm happy. I wasn't happy with this at first, but now I'm happy with it. This one specifically. Oh yeah. Coming along, huh? Dry brush that stone, dry brush that dirt, touch up those flowers. This is gonna look nice. And then we paint the sides black. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Is there a proper name for army-specific color schemes like Nighthaunt, Scarlet, Doom? Some. It depends on the army. Like the Stormcast Eternals have like 20 different sub-factions. Like Celestial and Iron Hammer is one of them, I believe. And all of those sub-factions have specific color schemes, if that's what you mean, Nick. Stormcast, being the poster child for Age of Sigmar, they have the most, I'd say, variations of named color schemes based on sub-faction. Take a look, you'll see. I gotta paint this one more. And I got freaking wash on my green here, but fuck it. That's fine. I'll figure it out. Davy Jones. Right. Sigmarines, man. Yep. So speaking of that, I got screwed because of that stigma. I have about 2,000 points of fully painted Sigmarines, my Stormcast Eternals, on a shelf over here. I will I'll show you. I'll post a photo. I'll show you them. They are the early editions of Age of Sigmar, second edition models, almost first edition Age of Sigmar models. And when 4th edition released last year, they axed 90% of my models from the game, and they said these aren't playable anymore. I got really upset. I almost quit. Because what they did was they were so tired of the chunky boy Space Marine stigma of the Stormcast Eternals that they wanted to do a revamp on the body style and make them more anatomically different. And they made them thinner, they made them more cooler poses and all that stuff. Less Space Marine chunk. I like them. I have some. I'll get one. Hang on. I have some of the models. I'll show you the difference, actually. What we have here is one of the first edition, second edition Stormcast Eternal models. They're a lot chunkier. They do look more like Space Marines, and that's where the stigma came from of Sigmarine. They axed these models and they made these. They're a lot thinner, less Space Marine-y. So these are the new Stormcast Eternals. That is the response from Games Workshop of the Sigmarine stigma. A lot of that has been going on with various armies for various reasons. When they killed all the older WHFB, which one is that again? WHFB, what's that acronym? See, these are Sigmar models. Oh yeah, okay. That was the last straw for me. I get it. Oh, fantasy. Old World, sorry. They took all my models. So did you get rid of your models? Did you keep them? Because they brought back Old World, which I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know that. Yeah, Warhammer Fantasy Battle. They got so much flack for that they brought back Old World, which is crazy, you know. Which they should. I mean, what the hell? They're very cocky, Games Workshop, you know, and I don't like it. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, the popularity of Total War, 100%. That definitely influenced that. The Total War Warhammer games are fantastic. I have 2 and 3, and I've not played 3 yet. I played 2 though. Man, live streaming is a good way for me to get my painting done. Hang out and talk to people. I've been slacking so much lately. Well, Nick, you've encouraged me to do this because it's somebody to play with. Everybody else I know doesn't paint. I kept everything but just in the Warhammer Resurgence these days. Total War games are awesome. Has there really been a resurgence, or is it like did it drop in popularity for a while? I'm actually not the biggest Warhammer. I'm a Warhammer fan. I'm not learned enough in the history and the lore. I've played. I played the MMO, which I loved. That was a fun MMO. And I play Age of Sigmar, and I've read 4 of the books in the Death Procession of Age of Sigmar. Oh, and one book that was based on the Stormcast Eternals. The books are really good. Master is the epic scale fantasy game. Interesting. Ah, this song. What Shall We Die For? This song was awesome. Shit, I missed that. Fuck. Age of Reckoning is awesome. It is awesome. Yeah, the Russian server, right? Age of Reckoning was a fantastic game. I played the hell out of that when it was live. My friends that I played with back then, they recently had played, well, maybe, what is it, 2 years ago now, when Age of Reckoning happened? The Resurgence server? And they were playing it. I didn't go back and play, I was doing something else at the time. We got a lot of memories. Some of the great things about that MMO was it reminded me of like old school WoW, where servers were communities. They weren't sharded, they weren't people transferring all over the place. You had heroes on the battlefield from various sides, for both sides, that you knew the names of those players. So when you were like at a castle defense and that player showed up, people fucking knew the name. That guy was a threat. You know, that shit was awesome. I miss that. I miss that. You don't get that in MMOs anymore. You really don't. Those days are gone. My buddy remembers all the names of the major players on that server that were a threat when we had to watch out for. There was I forget the name of the paladin class on Order. There was a dude named Patriotic. This dude swept the battlefields. It was like he was like the great hero of Order, of the Grand Alliance. It was crazy. It was so cool. Now we played Chaos, but it was cool. And there was a Bright Wizard that was nuts. I forget, man. I want to go back and play that. What's that, dude? 1,000-point army boxes, or is it Spearhead? Start collecting. AOS used to have 1,000-point plus. Well, the ones, it varied, to be honest. How do I put it? They tend to be close to under 1,000, so like 800 to 1,000, 750 to 1,000. The Soul Wars box that most of these models are from was about that. It was about this army was about 950. The other one, Stormcaster, maybe 675 if I remember correctly. They were like horribly imbalanced. One of the reasons they axed that box set, I think. Yeah, the Spearhead and Start Collecting is the best right now. The other option is you just a la carte it, man. You know that. Just build an army that you like in the app and buy the individual boxes, you know. time to wash this bad boy. Hit it with a nice wash, see what happens. Fire Slayers are my jam. Hey! Try closing it. So, I have a Fire Slayer army, and, which you saw, I think, in the video, and, Pam Shrimpin was playing them. So he was playing against... I was playing against the Fire Slayers in that video. Those are them. The Magmadroths are just... Get the Magmadroth on camera? Alright, hang on. That Magmadroth... Ah! Okay, I'm good. I'm saved. I'm saved. That Magmadroth is so powerful that all I could do is run away from the fucking thing. I could have swarmed it with Chain Raspord, but that would have been a waste. Here is my Auric Runefather on a Magmadroth. He's very dusty, unfortunately. I do need to fix that. His maw, I tried to do. So, yeah, they were fun to paint. They got tedious after a while because they're so tiny. Do something different here. How about... Oh, some Witcher, maybe? Depends. I'm gonna go back to Morrowind, I think. Oh, yeah. Yep, that hits nice. I like this. I'm happy with this. Good decision. They're so good. That looks great. Thank you. The dust doesn't show on the camera. They're so dusty, my models, and so I have this. I bought this online to help with that in some fashion, but it doesn't help. It's kinda helps. Covered in dust. This was a bitch to paint, I remember. It was actually intimidating to paint, to be honest. It was a bitch to build too. The build was a pain in the balls. Yeah, I have over 1,000 points of Fire Slayers painted. I have over 1,000 points, 2,000 points roughly of Stormcast, 2,000 of Nighthaunt, and I have a Skaventide box with more Nighthaunt, with more Stormcast, and the new Skaven models that I have yet to build. I will get to that. They're made by the same guy that made a 3-hour... Oh, no, cool. Big models are scary. They are. But they're the easiest to fix mistakes on. Yeah, I agree. 100%. They are. My other big model that I have... It's not that big. It's my other medium size. My biggest model is that monster. But, like, these would be my other major generals. My Knight of Shrouds for this army. I just recently repainted him. He's very cool. And this is my covered in dust Stormcast Lord Arcanum on a Griffin Charger. These are relatively larger models that were... this one I could not get the color right for the... Thank you. I could not get the color that I wanted for the Griffin, but I settled on this blue, and I'm happy with it. So, yeah, those are my biggest heroes. I may buy a black coach, by the way, Nick. I want a black coach, and I think I'm gonna get a black coach. Black coach would be nice with this army. I think it needs to happen. Yeah, let's do a nice wash on this now. Time for a wash. Get that wash on. Yeah, the black coach is fantastic. And there are... I was reading through the 4th edition... I forget what they're called. There's one that's specific around... your auxiliary units being... I believe auxiliary units being around your black coach. And it gives a bonus to maybe wounds, I believe. I forget what it is. But it's a bonus of sorts. Which is cool. So... I do need to do that. I also have a lot of work that I want to do on terrain. I want to build some more foam. I want that board to be more vertical in a lot of areas. So I want to do some elevation changes. I might do some stone platforms of sorts that were maybe like raised areas that steps went up to because it's a ruined city, and have that and see how that pans out. We could put an objective up there. I gotta work on that. I'll get to it though. I'd like a little bit of vegetation too, maybe some ruined, decaying garden areas or something. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Good night, Bacon. See you in Discord, dude. Oh, my back. Thanks for stopping in, man. I forget that green. I did. I did forget it. Oof, what progress on these tonight. Got a lot done. Cool. I'm happy with that. Nice. Nice. Now I've got whoa, paint on my lens, probably. Great, that was smart of me. Think it's okay though. This one I didn't finish details on. I have to go back and do that now. Oh, base painting, man. One of my least favorite things. okay. That is okay. Come on, painting vines. More vines. There we go. Nice. Check that. Here it is. this. Interesting. Yeah, it's hit it with a wash. Fuck it. Time to wash it. We're dirtying it up. The thing is huge, dude. It kind of does, yes. Ready to go with that wash. In with the washing. Get it nasty. That's that. Cool. Light dry brush, maybe? I gotta get a paper towel. What I need. Look pretty good. This one dried nice. Dry brush the shit out of that. It looked pretty nice. Clean up a bit here. Leave that out. Brown out. That. I don't need this out. Red. Yes. And I need my green too. Dry brush the yellow usually looks good with hex ray. I did. But I already did that. These already got their yellow coat on them. I'm talking about the base. Probably just take like a really light gray and dry brush the stone, and then just maybe like a light brown on the dirt or something, you know. But I might actually. It's 11 o'clock. I think it's just you and I now. But, yeah, I'm gonna clean up, I think, and do that later. But good shit, man. Thanks for popping in. This was fun. Live streaming is good for painting minis. You get shit done. Right. Yes. Talk to you, man. Anybody else who is still out there, thanks for hanging out. It's a good time painting. And see you again next time. Have a great night and be well.